everybody, welcome to the Cartoon Planet Podcast, the worst podcast this side of the Andromeda Galaxy. I'm your host, Cyber-Soulgem, and with me today is Mars Reviews.
Hey, I mean sushi. I fuck this podcast.
Next up, we got Glem Walker.
Hi there. I'm a person who makes videos on the internet still. The whitest black man who ever existed, as people say, apparently.
You make videos on the internet?
I know, it's a very original thing. No one's ever done it before.
And last, but surely not least, we have Tim, the wizard, biggest nerd, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, I go by many names.
They call him Mr. Tim. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the crap we've been watching recently. It could be in terms of animation or entertainment-wise, just in general. Alright, so Cyber, what have you been watching lately?
Who the hell do you think I am?
Oh, so you're watching Fully Cooley?
No, you fucking fucked up. No, it's Gurren Lagann, you uncultured pleb.
Oh man,
Fully
it's almost as though I was making a joke.
Where'd you get that line from, anime? That's Fully Cooley.
I love Kill la Kill.
Stop it, Glem.
Panty and Stocking is my favorite anime.
That's the worst guy in it. Well, not the worst. It's one.
I love Gunbuster.
I love freaking Macross.
I love his and her circumstance.
I love
insert anime here.
I actually
I
love
Dead
Dead
Leaves.
No one talks about Dead Leaves.
Okay.
Alright, Cyber, you said you were watching Gurren Lagann. Explain it to
That's
us.
basically it. Oh, we want me to talk about it? Alright, so, basically, it's about these people who live underground, and, they're like, I don't want to live underground anymore. And then they
love
find
City
a
of
giant
Ember.
robot. No, it's not City of Ember, you pleb. Basically, they find this little robot, and then a big old robot destroys the roof, and then they kill it, and then they live on the surface for the rest of the world, and then they have to kill a guy with spirals.
Then like some girl with a sniper with some huge tits. It's like 14-year-old. That's like 14 comes in and just gives everyone a boner, but then you just feel bad because he's like 14. But
Wait, Mars, she's legal in the second arc.
Yes, she is, technically. Also, I don't know any 14-year-old that looks like Yoko. Alright, Mars, what have you been watching?
I've been watching anime that no one has ever seen or ever heard of. I've been watching Aku no Hana.
The hell is that?
All right, it's an interesting show. Okay, so in English it's called The Flowers of Evil. What makes this show interesting is that the entire animation is not traditionally animated or CG or anything. It's entirely rotoscoped.
I've seen screenshots of this. Yeah.
And the rotoscoping,
It looks ugly.
It's fucking terrible. It is god awful. But the story and characters and music and everything else is great. It's sometimes the rotoscoping actually helps make the scenes better. Like there's like scenes where like he's frantically running away because the whole plot of this show is some guy, his name is Kasuga. Kasuga, he reads books and he's like a fucking nerd. And he's just kind of like just a normal dude. Kasuga has a crush on this one girl, the popular girl, smart girl, Psyche. So he was fucking in love with her and shit. And one time he leaves his book in class, he goes back to get it, he sees that she left her gym bag. He's like, oh fuck, I can jack to that. He picked it up and he took it, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is fucking pedophile. He stole some kids. He's stealing kids' gym bags and shit." It was like he's freaking out and shit, like, oh, fuck, he's sweating bullets. But then like the main, like I guess you could say antagonist, but secondary main character Nakamura is the evilest little shit you can ever see. She has like a menacing face. If you could put this in the podcast, you gotta fucking see this face. This kid is fucking evil, piece of shit. And she's like, "Hey, I saw you. I bet you jack off to that gym clothes." And it's like, all right, she like blackmails them into doing shit, and she's really just doing it just because, just for the lulz, because she's like, "Fuck you, I just do it." She's like, "Okay, I set you up on a date with the girl of your dreams, but the one thing you gotta do is." You gotta wear her gym clothes underneath your clothes. It's like,
I'm looking at screenshots of this, and it looks like the opening of Cowboy Bebop, the movie, where they're just all rotoscoped.
No, it's even worse. Like, the rotoscoping, it does help in certain scenes, like a few scenes, but a lot of the times it's really stupid because a lot of people, because rotoscoping, if you don't know, is live action footage, but they draw over it. And a lot of scenes of them is them from far away. And anime from far away means there's less texture and less detail in the background. So a lot of the show just looks like a video game just slowly rendering if they get closer to the camera. And it looks really shitty. But again, everything else, every other aspect of it is actually really great. Like, it's a really great psychological thriller.
Wow. All right. Anything else, Mars?
I've been watching Gundam. I'm on my quest to watching every single Gundam in existence.
That is gonna be hard.
No, I did the math. It takes about 18 days straight with no bathroom breaks or food, but I can do it.
You'd have to lock yourself up Clockwork Orange style and do that shit.
Just watching Gundams. And the last thing I think I saw was I was watching some MTV shows.
Ooh, like what?
I watched MTV's Downtown.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a great one. You can find the entirety of the show on YouTube in actually 480p quality.
Wow, holy shit.
It's my favorite type of quality.
Yeah, like it really is like a big playlist, so like when I had to download it, it would be like super easy.
Ah.
Alright. And another thing, I think I saw a little bit of Clone High. I saw like the first 3 episodes. I thought it was cool.
I like Clone High.
Yeah, Clone High's great. You should watch Wonder Chosen.
I want to. I saw the clips of it. I used to think Crank Yankers and Wonder Chosen were the same thing. The reason I'm watching a bunch of MTV shows is because I have a giant project where it's gonna be like I go through every single MTV animated series, starting from like I guess Liquid Television to like their last one in like a maybe like 1, 2, 3 part retrospect.
You watch Daria yet?
Watch what? Daria? No. I was going to, because Hulu had had the entirety of Daria, but for some reason they took it off. I was like, what the fuck? And I went on demand. It's like, oh, Daria. But fucking on demand, just like, oh, we only have season 4 of Daria. I was like, what the fuck? Why? Why that specific season?
It's like when on Netflix they have like the sequels to movies, but they never have the original. It's like,
yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, but I do have to start with Aeon Flux, which I have all the DVDs of, which I actually have a story about that. So
tell that story.
My dad is in the army. He's an army dude. He's a big, strong army man. He had a roommate, and his roommate was...
I missed that.
Oh my god.
What the fuck was that?
That was
Siri.
my phone.
Turn Siri off.
I didn't.
Okay.
What was that?
She missed it.
Oh, okay, where was I? My dad had a roommate, and he was fat as shit, and he got discharged for being fat as fuck. So, they kicked him out the army for being fat shaming in the army.
The best way to go out of the army.
Yeah. So, he, left his dorm and shit, so he left his DVD case. So, it had the entirety of, the Riddick movies, Silent Hill, all the DVDs for Doom 3, so that was pretty cool. And Aeon
the Silent
Flux.
Hill movie?
Yeah, the live action movie.
Oh, the worst
Why?
movie.
Yeah, I got all the Aeon Flux in DVD. I even got the special features DVD, which I'm excited to watch.
That's interesting.
That reminds me, Mars, I remember, one time you were, talking about your Killer Bean bootleg. Your dad has
I still have it. Hold on. I'll take a picture of it, put it in the podcast. It's right here. It's a fucking... My dad... You can't see it because I'm not on webcam, but I have it in my hand. My dad has a Iraqi bootleg of Killer Bean Forever, and it looks like a piece of shit. It's really terrible. It's the font is the font is not even centered. The fucking I'm feeling it. It's super fucking low quality. The fucking image of the bean is super washed out, and there's a bunch of Iraqi writing on the top.
All right, Tim, what have you been watching recently?
What have I been watching recently? Well, I've been watching, I recently rewatched Kill La Kill. That was pretty good.
Oh, I love Panty and Stocking.
Is that just going to be a thing where we're just oh, I've been watching this Gynax show, and we just say, the complete opposite?
Oh man, I've been watching a lot of Dot Hack. Oh, I love Sword Art Online.
Oh, that's a great.
All right, so Tim, yeah, talk about Kill la Kill.
Kill la Kill's a good show. If you don't like it was really big in like 2015. So if you haven't really heard of it, you're probably living under a cave or something.
You've definitely seen art of it on your pornography profile. Don't lie to us.
Yeah, I didn't like the designs at first, but they kind of grew on me. I thought Ryuko was like Shadow the Hedgehog. I thought Sasuke was like.
Don't lose your way.
I thought Sasuke was like an old man, but then I found like, oh, she's actually pretty badass, so that kind of works. I like Mako. Mako's cute. She's cute even though she's an annoyance. Like her fucking like every time there's a fight, she goes like, "No guys, stop fighting! Stop fighting!" It's like shut the fuck up. Let them fuck up. Let them fuck each other up. I like the cosplay of Mako better. I think they look way better. It's super weird because you always see them at anime conventions and they're always super fucking naked. But where I live, it's super cold, so it's like. So it's like, why are you doing this? I know that you love the show, but it's not.
They're
worth
in a
getting...
nude. Yeah, they're in a nudist beast cosplay.
Yeah, it's like it's not worth getting fucking hyperthermia for shitty anime.
Look, I remember this one thing happened. Like I went to a convention recently, and like one of the panels, like all the panels I wanted to go to at this convention were like on the afternoon. So I just stopped by this one panel called Kill la Kill, the comedy. It was the cringiest fucking thing I've ever sat through.
I actually have like two relating stories about this. I actually went to a Kill la Kill panel when I went to my first anime convention, Animazement, and I got to get like I got like a little book, and I got it like I got to meet Yo-Yo Shinari and all the people that worked on that. And I got
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I went there.
Cool.
It was really weird because I went there and I was super excited, and my dad I took my dad with me, and he was just sitting there fucking obviously sleeping, head back and shit. We were in the fucking panel like slightly snoring, and just
Stupid weebs.
pretty much. And
What the hell's a waifu?
yeah, he goes like, "What the fuck's an anime?"
Why are these girls not wearing any clothes?
But I got to see
I don't
them.
think you'd mind that.
They talked about Kill la Kill, and I got to see a little bit of a preview of what Little Witch Academia 2 was.
Ooh.
What was that? Oh yeah, I have a story to tell about my dad and Kill la Kill. I showed my dad Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill in like the same day. He didn't like Gurren Lagann, but he really liked Kill la Kill.
I wonder why.
Wait, he watched the entire series?
No, he watched like the first episode. But
Gurren Lagann has bigger titties.
yeah, I know. But he still preferred Kill la Kill, and he was like, he said like, yeah, I really like the series, but the problem is that I don't want your mom just walking in on us watching this, thinking that I'm showing you this sort of stuff.
Yeah, that was kind of like weird. Like whenever I tried watching anime with my dad, but there would always be like some scene that was like sort of sexually explicit, and my mom would walk in as like, "What are you guys watching? Porn?" Like we were watching like End of Evangelion. And she's like, "What are you guys?" And like Ray's like naked and shit, giant fucking naked Ray. And she's like, "What are you guys watching? Porn?" And it's like, "No, this is art, Mom. Stop judging me."
I remember like you were just talking about how your dad would just openly watch porn.
Yeah, he would just be like fucking in the like. All right, so this is set up. My dad, when I was like younger, I didn't have my PlayStation in my room because I would fucking play it all night. So we kept it in like the computer room, and my dad would just be on the fucking computer just watching porn, just casually, not like jacking or anything. He'd just be watching it as like, oh, okay, and I'll just be there.
Like father, like son.
Yeah, I'll just be there playing fucking Metal Gear, and on the corner of my eye is my dad watching like some fucking porn. Like now he like watches now I fucking walk in his room and he's like watching it on TV, and it's like I saw one. He's just like, cause he goes through Tumblr sometimes to find porn. Like that was the biggest revelation that I ever had. My dad uses the TV on Tumblr to watch porn. He's like watching this super shitty 3D one. It's like Freddy Krueger like fingering some girl. It's like the shitty like it's poorly rendered 3D.
Oh, It reminds me,
Great.
like, I was watching Kill la Kill on Toonami at one point when I was in Brooklyn with my mother, and all of a sudden she walked in on the scene where Satsuki's tied up and her mother's spanking her.
Is that the one where her mom like rapes her?
He, like, spanks her.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Is that
I
like
just
episode
remembered.
9 or whatever?
Yeah, it was like, and she's like, "What the hell
Oh
are you
my God.
watching?"
And that one was even censored for Toonami.
Yeah,
you know that?
But she still got the gist of it, and she's like, "What? What are you watching?"
Kill la Kill.
All right. So, I was at this panel at this anime convention, which this anime convention wasn't really anything special. They didn't have any like big voice actors. Like the biggest voice actor they got was Vic Mignon. And
That's not his name.
oh fuck,
It's Vic Mignon.
Vic
Mignogna.
Mignon. Damn it.
It's not Yon.
I don't know
Vic
why I
Mignon.
keep saying that, but fucking.
Vic Mignon.
I get it. His name is very hard to pronounce.
But,
It's
like-
not Mignon.
Vince McMahon.
Vic McNugget.
All right, so, like this convention had all the big panels at like the afternoon, and I was like waiting for some of the other panels. I was like, might as well see this one. Like they had panels that didn't even have any guests. Their guests, like the guests were literally characters who were being cosplayed by cosplayers, like at the thing, and the whole thing was like it was just like a whole roast. Like they had this one girl dress up as Ryoko and another guy dress up as Sangayama. And they were like, all right, so anyone have any questions here? Literally, the first fucking question was some guy asking the girl who was dressed up as Ryuko, what's your cup size?
Oh my god.
What's your cup size or cuck size?
Cup.
What's your cock size?
Cuck size. A cuck isn't even like a measurable object.
Insert the
could
clip
be.
of Tim saying Donald Trump is a cock. or whatever.
Bring it all back. Bring that joke all the way back. We were going. I went to a panel. I went to there and I saw a bunch of voice actors. I got best one I got was I got a print of Cowboy Bebop and I got Steve Bloom to sign it. It was awesome.
Nice.
I talked to him. Except for the guy that was in front of me. He was like, I think he had like autism or something. He was like talking to them for like 30 minutes, and he's like, Steve Bloom's like, guy, come on, there's like a fucking line. You need to go. He was super nice about it though, but
Steve Bloom seems chill.
yeah, he's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of like voice actors, but the biggest fucking one, I saw voice actors. Like I saw a bunch of actors that worked on like Power Rangers and like some CW show. I wanted to see Charles Martinet because he was there, but I was like, I don't get you're fucking Mario. All you say is woohoo. Fuck you. I love
I think he
you.
voiced like a dragon in Skyrim.
Yeah, he voiced the dragon in Skyrim, and so did the voice actor for Winnie the Pooh. But
Really?
Jim Cummings does like a
Yes.
lot of things though.
But what else? But the
I
biggest
did not
thing
know
there was not any of the voice actors or actors. It was fucking, what was his name? Fucking what's his name? Oh, it was a fucking Ric Flair was there out of nowhere. Like Ric Flair, the fucking professional wrestler, was just there. He's just signing shit. He was just like hundreds of like everyone was in the line for Ric Flair, and everyone's like, can you do the line? And they're taking pictures of him, and he's going like, woo! And you just hear that constantly, like he just screams, woo! My favorite memory of Ric Flair was he was just like, he was done with his panel and shit, and he had like, alright, this is how it's set up. Steve Bloom is already on the right. His little signing thing is already on the right, and there's the fucking men's bathroom. So I just got like a picture of like Ric Flair just going into the fucking bathroom. And my dad's in the bathroom, was like, yo, hey, I just saw Ric Flair taking a piss. I was like, whoa.
Beautiful.
It was like, I wanted to go in there, but it was like, nah, that's rude.
That probably would have been weird.
Yeah. But what also was cool there, another voice actor was there that was a famous, Zach Callison was there. So I got a picture of him. But they were all like Steve Bloom, Zach Callison, and Sean Schimmel, the voice of Goku, was on that panel. There was some lady, I think it was like Linda Young or something. I don't know. I didn't know her that much. But I wasn't on. I saw the panel, and it was a cool panel. Weirdly enough, Sean Schimmel and fucking Steve Bloom are fucking just potty mouth and just say shit. Especially Sean Shamel. Like, you just hear the guy that does Goku just says some shit, like, oh, whatever, like, fuck you.
I fight for justice, and then like he just immediately says the N-word.
Pretty much. But no, he doesn't say an N-word. But it was a pretty cool panel. It was like they were just talking about shit. Like, people were like asking them, like, some of them were asking good questions. Some, like, the kids were asking like stupid questions, like, can you do the Steven Universe voice? And you just see on his face like, fuck you, kid.
Oh, man.
But it was cool. People were asking them like, hey, you guys are anime voice actors. Have you guys been in any hentai? And like Steve Bloom's like, I was in one, but I got too freaked out. That's pretty much all of them. They was like, oh, I was too freaked out what this is. No. But but me and my dad actually got a question. My dad's question was like, kind of like, stupid. Like, what's your voice actor's ritual? And they were like, we don't have one. We can't see each other's rituals because we work in different booths. That was stupid. My question was cool because I went up to Sean Shamel and I said, like, because Sean Shamel, he was in the Berserk dub, the dub for Berserk in like the 2000s. And if you know anything about the Berserk dub, is that the outtakes are fucking ridiculous and hilarious. Like, they're so random and stupid. Like, they just sing like fucking Berserker, like, who's gonna fuck a truck? Berserker.
Do you want to making Berserker?
Or like that one song where he goes like Griffiths is just singing,
"'Cause I'm just a girl who can't say no, can't seem to say it at all."
God damn.
They're so stupid. And I asked him, like, my favorite one is where like Guts is like standing over a crowd of people. He goes like,
All right, who's gonna jerk me off?
I asked him that, like, what the fuck was up with that? He's like, oh, the Berserk. I said it in front of a crowd of 100 people, like, I recited the line, like, who's gonna jack me off in front of 100 people, and I thought, like, the reaction was gonna be, like, okay, it's gonna be, like, everyone's gonna either not get it and be really confused, but everyone was, like, cheering, like, yeah, yes, and he gave me the answer, like, I don't know, we were just making shit up. That was a great time.
Alright, so recently I've been watching a crap ton of the old Samurai Jack show to get ready for the new one because I haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet.
I did watch that for preparation too. I forgot to list that.
Yeah,
Can't believe we're like half an hour in and we're
Yeah,
still
it's
talking
just-
about what we've been watching.
Yeah, because I feel because I was.
Yeah,
it
you
was an
guys talked
eventful
about
week. It was an eventful week for me, last 2 weeks.
Yeah, Samurai Jack is a really good show. It makes me appreciate old Cartoon Network a lot more because, like, wow, this is really good.
It's really good. It's not really like it's great to like watch it like one at a time, like one each day. Because like watching it at like a continuous way, because Samurai Jack is not like a show like, oh, marathon. It's like a show that you come back like once each week. Because like these episodes are standalones, and I hate fucking standalones. That's why I like anime, because it's like, okay, every episode kind of plays into each other. But Samurai Jack, like, it works in that format. It's like, oh, every Friday a new Samurai Jack, except that there's be like maybe that one shitty episode where it's like, oh, Jump Good. Then
It
that's,
wasn't that bad of an episode. It was just a filler episode, though.
I love that episode.
I skipped that episode deliberately because like I don't care.
It wasn't that bad. It's not. It's just like, okay, I get it. That's a lot of the show, actually. Some of the shows is like, okay, it's just like a solid 10 minutes of montage where like you don't really you get
Like
the
the
gist.
first
Like, okay,
10 minutes of Samurai Jack is him just fucking walking. He has no dialogue or anything. It's just him walking.
all right. So today we don't necessarily have that much of a topic, but we're just kind of gonna BS and talk about whatever it is we've been doing recently. Sort of a Cartoon Planet After Dark, if you will. All right. So what the hell have you guys been up to?
Like working on stuff.
Yeah, we're all just
shit,
working on stuff.
I guess I can announce this thing. Me and our lovely friend Shay started,
furry
I guess,
one.
recording. Yeah, the furry. Her.
She's been in a
started-
couple streams.
Yeah, but Shay me and Shay started recording episodes of a like drawfee type of channel where we just draw stupid stuff.
Doodle dudes. Doodle furries.
Doodle dude.
Doodle furry. We just draw furries. No, but our first episode was about Pokemon, and our second one's about Steven Universe. So you know, hope people like those.
Wait, can I give you guys can I just give you suggestions? Like, okay, you should draw an African version of Steven from Steven Universe.
No, what we did actually, we tried to get like our gem sonas, like really terrible like gem OCs.
Oh god.
Shay's was like really serious and like looked really nice. Mine was Butter Jade, and I made it to look like the I can't believe it's not butter guy.
Fabio.
I'm thinking of like Mr. Clean for some reason. I don't know what the can't believe.
I like how you called him the I can't believe it's not butter guy. You didn't even know his name.
Wait, there's a fucking
I don't
mascot
know
for
his
that guy?
His name is
just like
Fabio.
Dude,
Fabio?
how do you know his name?
I just thought I can't believe you're not.
How do
butter
you
was
like?
a
How do you think
flower.
of that? How I can't believe it's not butter isn't even like a thing anymore. Is it still? I don't even. I've never heard. I haven't heard anything about
If
it.
it's
I haven't seen a
not
single commercial for it
butter,
ever.
what
Wait,
is
is
it?
this dude like fucking? Wait, hold on. I can't-
Fabio, the guy with the long hair who has like 6 abs.
Yeah, what the fuck? But this is such a specific thing. I don't even. No one fucking remembers this. It's like a
It's so
90s.
Yeah, that's so weird that you would bring that up.
Okay, what else are we doing? Oh, what have I been working on? I've been working on shit. I saw Moonlight recently, and I thought, like, man, what's his name? Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Shabazz Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali's the boxer.
Muhammad
Yeah,
Ali's dead. How is he?
I know. What's his name? The guy? Muhammad
Mahershala
Shabazz
Ali.
I don't know. A Moonlight actor, black guy, that looks like Eddie Murphy. He was in there. He was pretty cool. He won an Oscar for being in the movie for like 5 minutes, but whatever.
I would tell you his first name, but I can't. His last name is Ali.
His name is Mahershala Ali, so you can get why I made that mistake.
I mean, I
Just
guess.
like the mistake I made in my Samurai Jack review, where everyone's like, 50 years, you dumb.
Instead of 15.
I said, okay, in my defense, Phil Lamar is doing an Asian accent, and he says 50, and it sounds like fucking 15, so, my bad. Fuck you, Phil Lamar. I'm glad you died in Pulp Fiction, you fuck.
No.
I wanted it to make that into an in-joke, where every time I say Phil Lamar's name, the scene where he gets his head blown off in Pulp Fiction would play. I should have did that, but I thought it didn't work that well.
I don't know.
Alright, let's get into questions.
What's the most spicy dank meme Facebook copied meme you enjoy?
Who asked that question?
Tomo Kush.
I don't care.
You gotta care about memes. Oh wait, okay.
I don't care about memes.
Why don't you care about memes? Memes
Because
give us
most of the time they're never that funny, and sometimes they're just like, okay, that's kind of funny, and then they die.
Are you
like a
saying
week
that the
later.
Family Guy memes are not
No,
funny?
yes.
Clem, I have
Whoa.
retweets from you and likes on my Twitter saying you like this Family Guy meme. You are a liar.
Prove it.
You are a
There's
filthy
no
liar.
proof. There's no proof when I edit the podcast.
Look, memes are temporary. The bad thing about memes is that, like, once you get in a really amazing meme, it disappears, like, quickly afterwards.
Probably isn't that good then.
I mean, I like some memes. Like I like the verbose meme. I think that meme is pretty funny because it actually takes some effort into making those memes.
I don't really find memes that funny. I like just online videos funny a lot of the times. Like I just like stuff that makes me laugh. Really, I remember with this one video I watched recently that was just had me dying on the floor. It wasn't even like that intense. It was just like a dog. It was a barber shop, and then all of a sudden a pit bull ran inside, and then everyone started freaking out. And then at one point, like a guy just starts smacking the dog, and the dog just doesn't care and starts running at him.
Oh, if I could unlock my like videos playlist, cause I can't do it because it's connected to my Twitter and it spams everyone. But recently found
You can undo that.
I can, but I don't want to. I don't care. I found this one monkey. It's a Samain gibbon monkey or something. If you know anything, okay. I've been recently watching a bunch of monkey videos. Yeah,
Monkey Jones?
Yeah, monkey raped frog is a classic meme. That one's a classic.
Yes.
But there's this
I have
one
something to tell
frog
about
that
that
looks
afterwards.
it's like this monkey that have like these really weird necks. You know, like how a frog croaks. So imagine it's on a fucking monkey, and they make like the dumbest noises. That's pretty great. And that one chimp in Japan that went loose, in Japan that was like swinging on the wires that they had to shoot down with tranquilizer darts. I love that video because it's just seeing this fucking big ass monkey hit the fucking ground. He like falls out of he falls off the headlights and hits like a fucking building.
Oh my god.
I love that.
Beautiful.
It's not a meme. It's just a dumb video.
Yeah, I don't mind that stuff. I think my favorite is just like my comedy sense is just like I love chaos, just like people reacting to chaos. It's the best. I
Or
love
that
it.
one meme of that black dude getting caught by his parents looking at porn on YouTube. It's like, oh, we caught you, son. We caught you. You're watching that porn and fat bitches fighting over food.
Oh my god. All right, here's a good one. All right, so AJ writes in. Oh, by the way, if you want to ask us a question, please join the Cartoon Planet Discord and ask us one in the Q&A stuff. And please make sure it's like a somewhat serious question. I mean, I get jokes. Jokes are cool, but it's like
A lot
come
of
on.
these are just random meme stuff. Memes.
So yeah, some of these are like
just
okay,
memes.
this is
It's
this
okay.
Not...
Just send us all the memes. I'm
Alright.
okay with
Okay.
all of it.
All right, so AJ, if you could have one cringe-worthy fetish, which would it be?
Wait, we can have one, or do we have one?
What?
If you could all be a cringe-worthy
Oh,
fetish.
be one.
I mean, I guess like
Be
have.
one.
I mean, I guess it's a. I mean, have is like the same thing.
You mean like be the fetish? Like I am a foot.
That's why I
And
said
that sounds
have because
attractive
it
to
makes
me.
more sense.
I would want.
Like you mean like have a quality that people find attractive in a fetish way.
Oh, I want to be a furry. That's pretty cringy. Oh, fuck you, Shay. Cringe.
That'd be weird.
I don't have any cringe-worthy fetish. I don't think I do.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it'd have to be something interesting. Something that would spice up everything. I guess for me, it'd probably be like autoerotic asphyxiation or something. I don't
That's
know.
how the guy who played Bill on Kill Bill died.
I don't know. I would be pretty down with some girl tasing me when I'm having sex.
That is pretty weird, actually.
No, I think that would be really cool. Like, you just be vibrating. You'd be like, I am a vibrator.
That reminds me, there was like, I remember reading a edited version of Gulliver's Travels as a kid, and then later I read the actual book, and I was like, there was this one scene that just messed with me. Like, this is where Gulliver's like in the kingdom of the fucking giants, and like the giant people are literally using him as a sex toy.
Oh.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
man.
Are they like crawling into his asshole? Like,
No, they're like, since like they're all giants, they're like ripping off his
Oh.
clothes and like sticking him in their
Oh.
breasts.
oh, I thought it was like Gulliver's like a giant, and they're like these little people. Like, I'm crawling to Gulliver's fucking ass.
When you hear Gulliver's Travels, the first thing I think of is the Jack Black movie, and so just imagine
do
this all
too.
happening to Jack Black.
Me
Doesn't
too.
Jack Black like he's like a giant? He takes like a huge shit on the city.
No, he pees on it, and
he
they make a
does, yeah.
statue out of that.
They make a statue out of his like piss.
Yeah. No, they make a statue of him pissing.
Where does he take? Wait,
How
he
would
probably
that
just shit-
work?
He just shits in the ocean probably. From Subaru, not the fucking car company, some fucking weeaboo. Do you guys? Oh, this is poorly written. Do you guys know that? Do you get have this fucking?
Have you guys seen the Netflix
Yeah.
version of Death Note so far? Do you think it will keep the original plot, or will be a generic action movie?
Have you guys seen Death
I've
Note?
seen it. I honestly don't know what to think
Haven't.
of it. I don't like despise it. I don't like think it looks amazing either. It'll most likely
I
just
mean,
be mediocre.
I'm kind of interested. I'll probably watch like some of it. It's probably not going to be as good as like the first part of the anime.
It looks better than what Ghost in the Shell is probably going to be, and has a way
Well,
less
that's
budget.
different.
Well, see, like Death Note, because I was watching Mother's Basement. He actually made a pretty good video about it. It's like Death Note could work in like America.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, if you think about it, Light Yagami is a character that's like, oh, he's a privileged kid. So,
Wait,
like,
actually,
who's
no,
a privileged
this
kid in
time
America?
it's Light Turner.
Yeah, and
It's so
Ghost in the
stupid.
Shell is
Light
like
Turner.
super hyper local Japanese stuff.
Yeah, like, his name is Light Turner in this, which is a stupid name. I mean, like, I guess it works because no fucking American's named Yagami.
Yagami.
But, like, it makes no sense, like, in the sense that, like, oh, he kills people by going under the name Kira, which makes no sense because why would you call yourself Kira when you're a fucking American? The whole reason they
Maybe
call
he's
him
Akira?
the only reason they call him Kira in the Japanese one is because the pronunciation of Killa in Japanese would sound like Kira.
Like a cure?
No, like Kira, like Killa in Japanese. Japanese people saying Killa would be
Like
Kira.
Akira.
Yeah, so it makes no sense
Yeah,
in
okay.
America because it is set in Seattle.
I
Yeah.
honestly like. I think it could work because like, it's more like a not really a like anime in the sense like it could work like in a like Western setting because it's more like a crime.
It's not
thriller.
overly Japanese and shit. Like, there's nothing like, yeah, there's like demons and
Yeah,
shit, but nothing.
It could take
really
place
that
in like
out of
any other country and it would still work.
Yeah.
Well, except maybe like fucking Jerusalem or some shit.
Like
It
you're
takes
gonna
place in,
Fucking
like,
Agrabah.
Agrabah's not a real
Agrabah isn't
place,
a real
Mars. Stop
place.
using it as an example.
I just think it's fucking funny because I think of Aladdin.
Aladdin is the new light.
I just want to walk up
He's-
to an
he's-
Arab person and go like, "Where are you from, Agrabah?"
I'm just imagining like Light Yagame using the genie from Aladdin.
No, I'm just
to, like,
imagining
kill
like
people.
ISIS, but like they're in Agrabah.
It's
One
Robin
step
Williams.
ahead of
ISIS.
the- What's that song go? One step ahead of the fucking something. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. What are you doing? Dad, come here. Come here, Dad.
Oh my god.
No, Dad, I actually need you for this. I need to ask you a good question. So, I was trying to get you into watching Death Note, which I have the DVDs of that you can borrow if you wanted to. They're also on Netflix. Are you excited for the Death Note live action movie? Would you watch it? You gotta say it into the microphone. Or say it loud. Come on, you gotta get closer.
I might watch it.
You wanna watch it?
I might watch it. I just don't like the premise of it.
Good to know.
Why don't you like the premise?
I don't know. I don't know enough of it to say that.
Okay, so like some kid, he finds a notebook from a demon.
I know what the premise of it is.
You just said you okay.
I mean, I don't know how it can keep going on and on and on. Like, I mean, it's one of them. What? How many seasons or episodes of it is it?
There's 2 seasons, but the second season's a piece of shit though.
Well, if they probably should have stopped at the first. Because
Yeah, they probably should have.
The premise doesn't support going on and on.
Yeah, but it's still pretty cool. Like, watch the first season; it's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Probably is interesting, but it has to. The thing is, it looks like with season 2 is they didn't know how to end it
Yeah.
or to keep it going.
Yeah, the only episode in season 1 that sucks is when the main character and this other guy is playing fucking tennis for some reason. It makes no
Yeah,
sense.
that,
Still,
I love the Prince of Tennis.
Put your name in this book, you're
Remember
dead,
that?
right?
Yeah, but he has to know your name, your full name,
Okay, he has to know your full name.
which is easily accessible through the internet.
Exactly. So is he a dick and he's just going around randomly writing people's
No,
names?
he has like a god complex. That's why I think.
Exactly. That's why I say it's eventually going to end and he's corrupt.
Which
So doesn't this place take
I
place in
think
like the
I
early
feel like that's not
2000s?
that's not a good rule because there's like thousands of people with the same name, you know.
That's a good point.
Well, everyone that was on Mars Reviews is dead.
Oh,
Do-do-do.
Bye, Dad. That was my dad's take on Netflix Death Note. He thinks he'll watch the movie, but he thinks the show is pretty gay.
Tim, you answer one.
All right, Commander Chrono. Where do you think animation will be heading so far in the next decade or two?
Down the toilet.
Down
That's
the fucking
where.
yeah, it's gonna be Sienna Real again.
Yeah,
Dead.
probably.
Animation is
it's-
dead.
I don't know about that, but
No,
I'm
it's not
gonna
gonna
say
get
it's
that
probably gonna. It's
I
kind of
know, I'm
going off the
kidding.
deep end in the sense that not that much original like stuff is to being made. Like you kind of look at some of the shows on Cartoon Network and like a lot of them kind of like follow the same beats and they're all like comedies.
The
and it
only
doesn't
one
really-
that like seems interesting, but I think it'll just blend into a comedy is Lakewood Plaza Turbo. I think that one's interesting, but we haven't seen what it actually looks like. But
I think it's gonna become an action comedy.
it'll become an action comedy, and I think it'll be good. But the rest of the lineup is pretty stale. Like people go like, "Oh, Clarence is pretty good." Like, nah, this is kind of bland.
It started off okay, and now I'm not too
It's
sure.
okay.
Gumball is amazing. Gumball's amazing, but
Gumball's
but
really good.
Gumball's like
Gumball's
getting
great.
better as it's going on.
Really? I need to catch up with Gumball because like after season 3, I got bored. I'm like, this is too much
It-
reference here.
it gets way
I like
better.
the references. They're just so out of nowhere. Like no kid fucking gets these references.
Like no kid fucking knows that BuzzFeed's a fucking scam. They literally make fun
that
of
one was
BuzzFeed.
amazing. That one was great, and so was the one where they're making fun of their Chinese knockoff.
Yeah.
Those are
Oh my
amazing
god, that one's
episodes.
great. Gee.
Thoughts on the new Gorilla songs from Trash.png?
I like Andromeda.
I like I am so close to calling Saturn's Bars a good song. Just
I like Saturn.
well, I like it.
I didn't
I
care.
actually
Okay.
like it a lot, but like, just
I think the music video is better than the actual song, though.
yeah.
Ironically, I didn't like the two Negro songs
Like, you guys say Negro, Glem. This isn't
because
fucking...
they were both African Americans.
Stop saying
And,
that.
like,
Okay, Glem. We're gonna set some ground. You can't say African Americans. It's just like it's not offensive, but it's pissing me off because it's like, so white.
But, okay,
You sound like
look,
you're at the fucking government meeting. Like you can't say black, so you just say African American.
And then I go again and say Negro, but like I didn't care for
Just
well,
say
Ascension
Seersucker
or
something. I don't
Saturn
know.
Bars because they were both like not catchy whatsoever.
I
The
didn't-
Ascension song sounded like Kanye West trying to like rap and like, oh, like, do anybody ever seen Dewey? Bring from the hate. I don't know, stuff like that. It sounded
That was
like
my
that.
least favorite song. Saturn Bars I thought was okay after a couple listens.
Saturn Bars. I didn't like Saturn Bars. It sounded. It's probably
like
my
the
least
music
favorite
video.
actually.
I was kind of like at first. I was
Really?
like, "What the fuck is this?" And it's like, "Oh, I actually kind
Yeah.
of like it." I didn't listen to the
Yeah,
other
same.
songs in Ramen.
Yeah, my favorite
Andromeda
is
is the best song.
my favorite is Andromeda, and we got the power.
We've Got the Power's okay.
That sounds like a song from like the 70s.
That's why I like
It
it.
sounds like a song from High School Musical.
We
Got the power to be loving each other.
it would be like it's close to being an amazing song. Just like I really don't care for that like popcorn
Auto-tune?
guy, but
That weird, stupid reggae auto tune.
yeah,
I like
yeah,
it.
but
I
like,
think it's cool.
All my life,
like,
I don't speak English. All my life.
but like, I can listen to at least listen to it and sit through it. But like Damon's parts are the best parts on the song.
Yeah, he pretty much is.
Yeah,
The best part of the
Damon
like
is-
the song I don't really like. I like the music video better because it's like, holy fuck, is it animated well? Holy shit!
yeah.
And it's 360 degrees. Like you can.
that too.
You can look around and you can see like a paper cutout of Murdoch staring at you.
Oh, what I liked about Saturn Bars was that it was like just a fucking mishmash of shit. Like it's like, oh, let's have these really nicely animated 2D parts with these fucking creepy looking, not really like super well rendered like fucking 3D parts, but I think 3D without being rendered or like having like weird textures, like 3D with not real textures and shit looks way creepier than shit without it.
All the animation, the 3D animation in Saturn's Bar, it looks like a bowling alley thing.
Yeah, it's fucking disturbing.
Oh
Like
my
that
God.
fucking pizza.
Especially the pizza.
The pizza from Jimmy Neutron.
That's
Everyone
my
thought of
first
that.
thought
Exactly what it was.
when I saw that.
I don't know. Are you editing this or
Does
am
it
I
look
editing
like a
this?
I don't
Cool.
know.
I can edit it if you don't want to.
Both edit it. I need
We
practice.
can both. We'll both edit it and we'll we'll upload 2
turn.
reviews. Whoever likes the review gets to live.
Review on Sarah from the Boondocks.
We already did that. I won.
No, you lost.
No, but
No, I won.
that was a poll. We need like
Yeah,
a full,
I still
like,
won.
scripted
I
review.
won.
No,
I did it.
you lost. You're a liar.
Tell it to all the people who voted.
No, all those people are fucking 12.
I actually did find her very attractive when I was younger.
She's alright, I guess.
Yes! Oh! It's recorded! I heard it! Alright, here's one from our good friend Austin Trench. When do you guys think nerd culture will go back underground?
I don't think it's gonna go back
Never.
underground.
Yeah, and I think it's
Too
way too
mainstream.
popular now.
Ever since the internet became a thing, like, it's just been commonly like, oh, everyone's like a nerd.
Anthony Fantano said it best. Now that the the internet's a thing, counterculture and like underground stuff kind of like just died.
I mean, like, people are still gonna be like, oh, you like that shit? Like, kind of like that, but that's just kind of like people have different tastes. Like, the fucking bully at your school probably plays fucking Call of Duty, like, super hard or plays Minecraft or something. Like,
If you want to hear more about nerd culture, you can watch my documentary entitled Nerds.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
like nerds, like, we'll never, I don't think we will ever get back to the point where nerds will get, like, back to, like, the 60s or 70s where people getting wedgies and swirlies and shit. Like, no.
No, it's too normal now.
Yeah,
Plus-
the geeks
plus-
won.
Yeah, plus people would just call the cops on you. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because bullying's illegal now.
because they
Yeah.
couldn't do that back then.
They couldn't do that. Like, back then, it was like, oh. Because like it was like
beat up, you pansy.
yeah, it's kind of like more acceptable now that schools and shit are kind of like, oh, you punch this kid, you can probably get expelled or suspended real bad. I mean, like bullying's still a thing, but I think bullying now is kind of like less of a thing because I think people either get cyberbullied or they just kind of don't do that.
Yeah, but like the thing is, don't like schools consider teasing bullying?
I
I think it depends on the level.
It does,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah, it
because like
does.
sometimes teasing can be like for fun, like satirically.
Yeah, like I think like now like people go like bullying is still a problem and stuff, but like I feel like it's less of a problem now because I still see kids like walk around in like One Punch Man shirts and like anime shirts. I mean, like I'm not expecting them to get like fucking shoved in the lockers and stuff, but like no one really like they're just talking to normal people. It's like, oh.
Yeah, I saw a kid with a Dragon Ball Z anime shirt, and they had like the meme text on it. I don't even remember what it said, but it's like, man, you're walking around in public with that.
Yeah, like the most popular guy I know, like went to my school, and he's not a bully or anything. I actually think he's a nice dude. He's like the biggest, probably most well-known guy in the school. He's just sitting in the computer lab watching Hunter x Hunter. So it's like, oh, nerd culture just blends into like regular people now. It doesn't matter.
We're all nerds in some way.
That's a good point.
And it goes a little something like.
Alright, so is this the end of the podcast?
You guys can be a nerd. You guys, if you guys are nerds, you know, no one's gonna bully you, but I will. You like cartoons? You're a faggot. Oh wait, no, you can't say faggot.
We're leaving that in.
You're a faggot.
Fagos.
You're a fago.
Alright, so this was the Cartoon Planet. Let's see. We had Cyber-Soulgem.
Yo.
Mars Reviews.
Cartoons are gay, and you're gay if you like them.
Tim the Wizard.
Hey.
And I've been Glem Walker, the whitest black man. And yeah, see us next time on the Cartoon Planet.
Bye.